Damn. I don't even know if this audio works. Alright. Now I know the audio works. Whew. That, make me bonkers. What is up, internet and people? If you're watching, if you're not watching, then I'm streaming alone. All right. So I guess this is a. I'm just doing some, some Linux gaming, and trying some new content. I guess. Well, not really new content. Nothing fancy. I want to average G variation when viewer somewhat.
Can you hear us, Captain?
I'll get a
Do you hear us?
I just want to release some content, be on the internet.
A generation
talk
ago,
into
fled
3 concurrent viewers. Woo!
Bridge.
Just be on the internet, say things. Maybe I'll get a camera at some point, and then increase my viewership. Not as a gamer,
I held
but as a Linux gamer.
New London together.
And I just got Frostpunk. Frostpunk's awesome.
United.
I played a
We
little bit
survived
of it, and it was super annoying to get to work. First, Wayland somehow got enabled, and I'm like trying to get it work, and that shit didn't fucking work. And I want to use Wayland. I want to use Wayland so bad, but it's I don't know. I don't know what it causes, like a black box, and it just does not vibe for whatever reason. And maybe at some point, Wayland will be the future.
Merely surviving.
But I went back to X11.
We
I
have
did some
to
tweaking. I did
expand.
Proton, I think experimental, and it worked right out of the box.
Survived the end of the war.
I love the first Frostpunk. It was cool. I kind of played a slight amount, but I made some oopsies and daisies and died. Like I annihilated everyone. Which kind of sucks. Major balls, because my people did not have a good time, which kind of awful. The new Pixel based. I kind of got everything moved over almost. I'm waiting for Android 15, which is going to be even more based and cool. Hopefully, I'll maybe do this like once a week to stream. Making videos suck. We've been roaming the frozen kind of like a lot because you have to think. I don't mind it actually, but it's just I have to come up with new ideas, and I feel like everyone's already got the picture. Like fuck YouTube. Graphene OS based, iPhone bad, Android bad, well, Samsung bad. Let's read. We've been roaming the frozen deserts for years. Maybe many of us do not remember the world before the Great Frost. Now, I don't even know if you guys can see this. Am I tripping? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not tripping. Now another whiteout is coming. And again, we have reached the old machine. Again, we will rely on its own furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we've always made sure there was enough supplies for the next whiteout. But our numbers have grown through the years. Alright, we must survive. You know. Crazy. Oh, man. Okay. Earlier, it wouldn't let me click anything. It kind of sucked. Welcome to live chat. So, very cool. Linux is almost every game I've played so far has worked on Linux, which is awesome. And the only games I think that have not worked, what was it? It was super. I was super pissed. What do you call it? Battlefield, because I'm a huge Battlefield fan. I love Battlefield, and that fucking sucked. And then Graphene OS, same issue. My banking apps used to work, and now they don't. And I kind of found a workaround. I don't know why I looked into it. People probably would. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under the layer of snow. Be scattered the wagon, still have resources inside. First, we must break the ice to reach. See, I didn't read any of this when I first started, so I was kind of fucking wasting time. And I died. This is why I died. But Graphene OS has a, and I'm gonna do a I guess like a long term is almost a 3-year user. Oh no, one user, one viewer. I'm going to use, I'm gonna like, as a long term user, I'm gonna end up, my experience, I guess, and some workarounds. Fuck, why is that not working? Oh, so it's red. Hopefully it'll be 5 users next. It'd be kind of cool to. Yeah, why isn't this fucking working? Oh, I need scraps, brother. 30 of them. I have scraps. Oh. You gotta be kind of strategic. With your building. Yeah, no, I would, there's some, it's weird, so my Chase and other Capital and other insert bank here, whatever, did work at some point, and then it's like, hey, I'm not gonna do that anymore, which kind of sucks, major dick. And I don't know why, because on my Pixel 6, and I read in the forums somewhere that, hey, this is an issue after an update, some banking apps just didn't work, and it might be due to safety net issue. This is why the, what do you call it, what's the name? The banking app, the safety net this is why the wallet, Google Wallet Tap to Pay, it's pretty much just never gonna fucking work, because Google hasn't approved Graphene OS as a reputable source for safety net, which is absolute balls. So, because Tap to Pay was kind of very convenient, and if you like read how like Tap to Pay works, it's relatively it's actually a safer alternative than just sticking in your card. Beyond that, I was like, awesome. So I found an app called Hermit. Hermit is a sheltered. It's kind of like a way to make progressive web apps, which is kind of cool. And if people leave after me just saying that word, based in fuck you, understandable. So essentially, I looked into getting some food, dog. I ain't fucking up this time. We essentially, it's kind of like an easy way to have your apps to be in a sandboxed environment, which is kind of cool. I fucked that one up. And it turns them into essentially progressive web apps, which is, in my opinion, awesome. If you have the ability to, to get it to work under Graphene OS on the Pixel 9, that'd be awesome if somebody could figure that out for me and let me know. I'm using something open source considered similar to Hermit. Hermit is really cool, and I think it's an awesome platform. But it's closed source and proprietary, and their reasoning is kind of bullshit to me. They make an argument saying that it's not no hate, but their argument is like, oh, it's because people can then fork it and put malicious code into it, etc., etc. And it's like, okay, that's cool. If that's your reasoning, it's well within your right to do those things. I mean, whatever. I'm just not a fan of closed source proprietary software as much as possible. I mean, gaming's a little bit more complicated because gaming is relied on a lot of proprietary software or like proprietary kernel anti-cheat bullshit. And I mean, you could pretty much get, if you're an extreme open source advocate, you're like, you pretty much should just never fucking game. I mean, I'm relatively extreme, but not. I'm not out of I touch grass once in a while, and I think gaming serves a purpose. As lame that is, maybe the future will get better, and it'll be even more awesome. I'm trying to get to food, man. Food was like the biggest fucking killer for me. Like it was awful. I was like, I had everything else but food, so I'm going the food route. And then with even, so I use an open source Android app that I can't remember the fucking name of to save my life, to get it to work. It's over here somewhere. I only think that one concurrent viewer is me. But it is pretty, God, I hope someone comments on the audio. It just says it sucks. It's free, it's paid, it's got 2 options, which is awesome. I mean, if you want to pay for it, I think the paid just adds some extra features. It's called Native Alpha. Very based, very alpha, very based on very alpha. I actually think it's cool because what it does is it takes a URL and then it creates a progressive web app, which in my opinion is awesome, though very difficult indeed, and understandable that might, I'm not a security expert or anything, but it's kind of nice to have that option. Now it does, let's see, oil. As thick as black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is the testament to the hardships that made, most importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It allows us to weather many winds. And once again, I see. Let's turn this bitch on. I'm not gonna make any more mistakes. But essentially, my basic infrastructure. Enough oil. We do have enough oil to color. Extract district. This way. And then housing. Plus 20 heat. One of the, I guess, like the caveats and the best parts of, I guess, like Graphene OS as well is it allows me to organize my life like really well. Like I doom scroll less, I go on the internet less on a lot of stuff. I get to think more. I switched to log stack on my notes, which I kind of like. It's kind of like Obsidian, but free and open source. Joplin just wasn't doing for me, and personally, I know you don't have to. I know you don't have to sit there and set it up. Like I know you don't have to like fucking set up a server or anything, but it's just I don't know. Logstack's easy. I just use SyncThing. SyncThing's awesome. Yo, my concurrent views went down. 3 likes, thanks. But with the compartmentalization of each app, space is kind of nice. I did like the fact that Google went with a nicer design. Pixel 6 is my favorite shape, but the 9 is my favorite material. Like the 6 was very cheap and very cringe feeling, but the 9 is very iPhone-ish like, which I'm not a fan of. If they could have kept the shape and just went with the material, I would have liked it a lot more. Hopefully, if my audio sucks, please someone come in and tell me. And then maybe I don't know. I'm gonna experiment with streaming on YouTube, streaming on Twitch, streaming on Rumble or Kick, or no, streaming on Kick. See where it's more based. The gaming aspect, I'm not gonna probably game every single time because I don't think I'm an entertainment gamer. I don't understand, I guess, the appeal to watching people game in its most, very counterproductive sense right now, what I'm doing right now. Gardner, we've been here so many times. The soil is depleted. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, old man. Consider asking the Wonders to tighten their belts or install emergency shifts if restricted. We will not be able to fulfill this time without. Oh. Okay. They better tighten their belts, man. They're not eating today. Definitely not my, like, it's not to hate people that stream and game for a living. I think there's probably like there's probably a reason. It's okay. They deserve to die. They were terrible people. I'm trying to build okay. That's fine. This is a really different format from what I played. I'm trying to get as much fucking oil as possible. And food. And I don't really see the need to be like, yeah, you know, let's keep streaming, more game streams. I don't know. It's just you can only watch people play Call of Duty so much. Get access to food. We've established some heat and shelter for people who. Disease weakens our workforce and abilities. Ensure there's enough heat, shelter, and food to keep people in good health. Well, no shit. This is the ultimate goal, is to make sure that people are fed. Yeah, definitely different vibes on this one. Okay, let's see, come on. Food. Oh god. And then that's good. Stop. What do you mean we're not stockpiling food? Heat from the general needs to be warm buildings. It's not enough. What am I gonna? What am I fucking heat them? How? Is it not? Oh god, people are dying. That is understandable. Okay. These people trust me too much. Tighten your belts, losers. What? Why aren't they stockpiling? I only have 58 weeks, man. Okay. We should have been gathering food way earlier. Fuck, man. This game's hard. It's gotten hard. Definitely. Heat surplus. Okay. We got 150 with. I'll get more materials, whatever. Build an extraction district means what? My brother, I did. We're going emergency, brother. We are getting all the food. If people have to die, they have to die. I only have 55 weeks until I can make this happen. The trust may fall. Housing district. I need more people. my knees ache, and my fingers are so stiff I can't hold the needle anymore. I live to fulfill life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob play the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elves. If it comes in, we will go. I won't let my grandchildren starve. I don't know why I did that voice. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food quality. Very beautiful, very based, very cool, very nice. Very understandable. Very, I need a motherfucking. It's not probably really in 84 weeks. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't win. I need to continue. I need to make some decisions. Oh, so close. I'm gonna take the scraps. It's gonna hurt the trust. But that's okay. You better keep them belts tightened, brother. You want 15 weeks to increase the trust accepted. Rise. I understand. I need fucking food. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Raise trust level, stockpile 2,000 food. Build an extraction station on a maintenance wagon. Seals, I can't believe my eyes. We haven't seen them since before the Great Frost. How did they survive? This is enough meat to feed everybody. We're saved, but should we save them, Lord? But should we slay them if the Lord spared them from the other world too? Hell yeah. Alright, how am I gonna reach there? I need to play this game. Weeks. It symbols faith. Read that one once. I need that production, brother. Actually, you think I need to build some housing. Requires 200 prefabs. Time. That takes some time. Da, 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 da. Yeah, gaming on Linux is probably like the easiest before. It's awesome. If I ever find fucking hit, like I don't think I've found a use case where I didn't, where like I needed Windows or to dual boot Windows in a very, 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 very long time. Which is my preferred method. Graphene OS is based. I mean, I ran a Pixel 6 and a Pixel and sorry, OnePlus 9 Pro. Cold season, heat demand increases. No, I remember this part. Lack of prefabs. Obtain more. Okay, yeah. I know. I'm demolishing, brother. No worries. Is it beneficial? Oh, actually. Oh, come on, I just need enough. There's a I need enough prefabs for the prefab. Huh? Enough? Oh, don't tell me they, yes, maybe? No! I need 70 prefabs. Oh man, we're so close. We're so close. Fuck, man. What else can I destroy someone's house? Yeah, I need to sacrifice my people. I need the prefabs. And I need it to hurry. Because I need prefabs. Ah, fuck, man, that's so close. Hurry up, hurry up. And I think if people are contemplating going to Graphene OS, there is that one app that TechLore has. I can't remember the fucking name, but it's whatever. It's just go to his website. I don't care if they're sick. I'm the worst. I'm the worst leader in history. He's got like a site that tells you if it's like custom ROM, like what are the custom ROM availability. I literally need to just get to the fucking seals, man. Raise trust to at least tolerate. Neutral. We're like right there. I wanna fake it. No, gosh darn it. Fuck, man. I don't need these motherfuckers. Wait, did I get him? Damn. Fuck these people.
Stuart.
Stuart.
Where Okay. Alright. Alright. I need to work this shit in overtime, brother. Emergency shift. I think I have enough. I have enough to do. This. Based. I think I'm good. Damn, Alright. I just had to sacrifice a little food. Stock will ready in 32 weeks. We're 35 weeks out of the whiteout. Fuck no, my oil, man. No. I need to fix this bitch. What do you mean it's been deactivated? Repair. Alright, we're good. We have 100, we have 94 weeks of oil. Oil's good. We're like America over here. The window draws near. A sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They're worried they won't gather enough food in time. It's like Joker moment. The white will arrive in 34 weeks. We currently have a tax spot of 13,000 out of 40,000. Let our elders go. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the elders. Sorry, you have to be extreme. You have to be extreme to... Extreme measures equal a society. You have to go nuclear. Crazy, actually. Alright, let's find out. I don't have enough prefabs. Fuck, can't this one finish? I'm like putting everyone in extreme overtime. But that's what it takes. Also, PeerTube site is back up. If you haven't registered, visited, or went to PeerTube, the based solution would be to go to PeerTube. It is, yeah, I know. Enough materials, good work on gathering materials, maintaining the district. Yeah, whatever. We knows the drill. We need to get the foods. The foods, the foods is the mean potatoes. PeerTube, freedom.fossfarmers.company. I know, a very extremely long domain. Jesus fuck. I don't know. It just sounded funny to me. Discord. I have a Discord. Discord chat. I think the link is permanent now. I can't remember. We're good. We're good. I need to start. I need to build a stockpile. $80. I'm barely there. Discord/Matrix channel, which is also in effect. Let's see. Sierra Finchman, 13, trainee seamstress. Granny's gone for a long walk. She says I'll see her again one day. God damn. That is some sad shit. Oh fuck, man. That is sad. That's a big old saddie. Granny, she told me she told me lots of great stories Granny did about blue skies and sun so high you could go without clothes, about a thing called the sea, a big tug of water which Granny once sailed across on a wooden dead rot to visit friends who spoke funny words about how it was cold. Who will tell me stories now? Oh man, that's a big F right there. Damn. But back to reality. Not forming gamer relations with the people. We out here. Oh yeah, Discord chat, Discord permanent, and then Matrix chat, which a Matrix server that I run as well. PeerTube is ran on my hardware. I would prefer more people sign up and go to a better alternative platform. For the love of God, average video duration went down from 6 minutes to fucking 2.2 minutes. Look, I'm not about. I mean, subs are cool, but I think just like me, most content revolves around this. I'm interested in this person's content. I subscribe to this person's content. Lots of district damage from. Oh fuck. Do a little fixie. My constant need for prefab. I'm going in overtime. I need some materials. More materials equals more food. 4 weeks. Alright, it looks like we're good. We're gonna be good on food guys. I want more people to go to better alternative platforms, not because I think that they're better, but because I think that there ought to be an alternative platform. I think PeerTube reminds me of the better version of YouTube, you know, early 2010, where I don't have enough refab. Where I think people watch content, they enjoy content, and then they continue to find content that they enjoy due to their own needs, their own perspective. That's how I like it. There are certain things that I don't mind curation for. I think curation has its place. Like, damaged district, squalor and disrepair. The endless cold and ice takes a heavy toll on our structures. Steel grows brittle and cracks. Wood deforms and splits. Winds batter our camp. We need a steady supply of materials to maintain our infrastructure. Steep them in square long enough, and our buildings will break the least opportunity moment. Just like they did now. Pee-pee fucking poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo. I think that the big problem with YouTube, in a sense, is that it's very content driven, based on what you view, and that isn't always the best thing, in my opinion. I think this can have requires more resources and deposits. Oh fuck. I need 45. Why isn't this fucking thing pumping out resources, bro? 22 weeks. Okay. I think the problem is a lot of people watch content and then they might. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're good. And it's not always seal cover. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fucking do. I think a lot of people watch content and that doesn't always. What the hell? Yeah, where is it? To increase materials output, extract them from the frozen frost, force or iron ore, chart the frost pass. Yo, man, where the fuck is... I think people watch content, and then that content leads them down a rabbit hole that seems somewhat productive, but it's really not. And a lot of, I think this might be my personal take. A lot of people make assumptions about the algorithm, and that algorithm is, they say it, but most of these algorithms, from my understanding, is not public. So it's not like you know. They're like, oh, you watch this content and then you're fed this content. Like most things. There was a time where I made it a completely new YouTube channel just to test this like idea. I don't think it's always like I watch this and this content immediately is a reflection of what I want. I think there's a lot of factors that go into it, and that's just my personal opinion. Again, a lot of this... Can I get some fucking materials in this bitch? Scraps, prefabs. Alright. Prefabs can be extracted from ruins and other abandoned deposits or created from the materials industrial district. Prefabs. Alright, I'm gonna demolish this motherfucker. 'Cause this ain't giving me what I need. And I think that a big part of YouTube is it is really based on like view time. Obviously, does increase like engagement. I think it's more complex than just like I watch this for maybe a couple minutes and then I move on. I don't know. I mean, Drew Gooden did a really good video on this where he talks about like how YouTube and Netflix are kind of here to waste your time, and I somewhat agree with that. We are in the generation and the not even just the generation, we are in the era of where YouTube is like, I remember like YouTube like maybe like a decade ago, you would go on there and like 10 to 12 minute videos were like fucking insane. Like that's insane. Like that's all right. This person's doing it for, you know, the mid-roll ads or whatever. And he's right, because Drew Gooden talks about this as well, where a lot of people come in and it's like a mid-roll ad and they're like, fuck, like they stretched that mid-roll ad for as long as possible in order to be pushed by the algorithm due to like how they look at statistics. And I'm like, that kind of sucks because like now you're not really like, I guess like maybe it's not adding value to me, maybe it's adding value to somebody, but it's, you know, I don't always think that, like, I don't mind long form content. I think long form content has its place and it's fine and it's cool, but I think a lot of people are like, let me do an essay on white fucking Beanie Babies. Like I watched a Beanie Babies, the documentary on the dark side of the 90s, and they did a segment on Beanie Babies, and I'm not gonna fucking lie, that was they just brought in people, and it was like super drawn. Like they could have done that at the dark side of the 90s. They could have done that in one fucking episode. Oh fuck, dude, that was way too long. Like, what did they? I didn't learn shit. There was nothing dark about it. What was dark? Like people bought Beanie Babies and bankrupted themselves, and they couldn't afford their mortgage, or some dumb shit. It's just we've hit an era of I'm cool with long form content, but like I'm not cool with like how I'm not cool with like, I forget who said it, but there's a YouTuber I watch, and he actually proved he did one video that was an hour long, one video, and normally he doesn't do like hour long videos, and he did 1 hour long video, and it paid him exponentially way more to do the 1 hour long video than it did for him to do the 10 minutes. Because his retention was high, and I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. And even there was another YouTuber that does political. He does. Okay, I think I have enough. Oh, fuck, there's a political commentator. Not even political. He did something. No, fuck. He did something where he got monetized like really quick, and he said it was due to like him doing political content. And that is why he got monetized so fast, and that's why he started creating long form content, because the algorithm favored it more, and because the algorithm favored it more, he essentially made more money, like quicker, like faster. Even if he wasn't like originally interested, 5 weeks until we go, baby. Even if he wasn't really interested in that type of content, he kind of showed a point. And I think he deleted his channel afterwards, but whatever. It's interesting, like, PureTube makes me feel like what YouTube used to be, and I enjoy it more. It sucks because a lot of it, the censorship, the rules don't really bother me as long as they're applied to everyone and they're fair. Like, I think if the rules are applied and they're fair and everyone is... Oh, somebody said hi. Hello, buddy. Hi, pal. Damn, he probably left by now. Whatever. The rule, because the rules don't apply to everyone, I can see why people get upset. Is that done now? Because people feel that it's unfair, I can see why they want to leave. That's okay. That's understandable. But when you have day 7, 2 weeks, when you have a lot of people, they're on a platform that make you this amount of money and they spend this amount of time. I mean, I don't know. They kind of have a right to be upset, and then not only that, they also deactivate notice of the resource deposit. Where is the resource deposit? I just got a food stockpile. All right, let me just. I don't necessarily blame people for being up less than 1 week. We have enough steam, we have enough fire, we have enough stuff. The way down is here. Operations are over. Society is coming. I guess I get why people are upset with like the platform. Like, you have Mr. Beast, and then you have Mr. Beast fucking clones, and it's like, all right, this is boring. Or you have like thirst traps, like, this is fucking boring. Or you have XYZ, and you're like, this is fucking boring. Like, this is fucking boring. Like, YouTube has really lost like its touch. PureTube isn't any better, and like the problem with PureTube and like a lot of these alternative platforms, and this is me standing on my soapbox, is not really the content moderation as much. Is like, it's no different. Like, you go on Kick, it's fucking gambling. Like, and whether you want to or want to not gamble or just chatting, it's fucking boring. Like, it's boring content to me, and I don't really like that kind of content. It just doesn't interest me. Or, and then you go on Twitch, and it's like we're gonna accept the rules here for this person because they have millions of hundreds of thousands of views, or tens of thousands of live streaming views like currency, and then we're gonna be like, you know what? We don't care what they do. But you have small creators or people that like want to like, hey, I want to do this for a living and make content out of this, and they're like, hey, I don't want to fucking, we don't like that, so we're gonna ban your channel and we're gonna piss on your house and we're gonna fuck you. And it's like, all right, like at least be fair. Like Twitch is unfair, Kick is cringe, even though I think that it definitely deserves to exist because it allows competition, and PeerTube doesn't really have a good live like platform, and the biggest problem with PeerTube is everything's in fucking French. All right. Woo! We saved though. We survived. Is that it? Is that the end? Did I beat the game? Did I pay $40 for the win? If I paid $40 and that's it, I'm gonna be pissed. Now what? Because that wasn't really worth the wait. I'll be very upset. I don't know. I haven't looked that far into the game. But Frostpunk 2. I know it said prequel. I assumed that it was not the end. But back to Rotting Brain. Captain is dead. New London is low. Flood is low. Overpopulation is and coal is running out. We are in the gas age. We're in the oil age. The United States is about to invade, bitch. People yearn for the future with a dream. But I think the thing about YouTube is, I mean, these are just like known problems, and they're objectively okay problems to not just be like, I'm gonna avoid the platform completely. That's understandable. I mean, we made it through the lazy content of reaction content where people were just like sitting in the corner and they're like, I'm gonna just react to this and add no value. Now we're making it through green screen kids, which is even fucking worse, because they're like, I'm gonna just green screen this really popular video. I'm literally gonna be in the corner and add no value. And damn, dude, the captain died though. And I think that in itself is, we're just gonna go through cycles of the internet that is gonna be like very cringe and very lame and very cringe. Very cringe. But it is getting better. I mean, we are waking up to the idea that our phones are like doing like a massive, and these apps are doing like a massive amount of tracking, and people are maybe making some like better decisions, hopefully, to like how they accept like privacy and like how they accept the content that they watch. But in the grand scheme of things, damn, average view duration down to 57 seconds. Fuck. Whatever. This is like something that I generally am an advocate for. Woo, we made it though. Coal left around the New London. New deposit needed. Secure coal and expand shelter. Frost break to silo coal. Damn. I got some work to do, baby. But I think a big part of why people are waking up to this is because data breach after left and right. Frostbite data breach after is left and right. I have no choice. I have Apple or I have Android. iOS versus Android. iPhone tries to sell privacy even though it's proprietary. I have Mac versus Windows. If you would have told me that I could be gaming on Linux in 2024, I would have laughed at you. Like, as easy it is today versus what it was when I started using Linux was almost a decade ago, due to the fact that Windows couldn't run on. I bought a laptop and it didn't run on Windows on 4 gigs of RAM, which was fucking insane. And it was like the only money I had, and I was like, I need a laptop. It's going to make me more productive, and it did, and then whatever. That laptop led me to Linux, and that Linux led to me self-hosting, and self-hosting led me to privacy. I mean, it is a literally chain and effect kind of perspective, and because I made these decisions to do this. I need oil, brother. I need oil like the U.S. needs oil. And the captain is dead. Frostbreak too. Okay. I made these decisions in order, based on the perspective that this is what's the most efficient way to maximize my experience, and that's not always the easiest thing to do. Linux wasn't always the easiest option. It just was the most. It was the best option for my values. My values led to me. What the fuck is that? My values led me to running Linux and then going on forums and then being like, you know what? I don't like proprietary software. Proprietary software doesn't align with my values, and because it doesn't align with my values, this is the path I'm going to take. I will learn and appreciate coal. Okay, we're in the coal area now. Let's deposit. That seems the most viable. I can. All right, beautiful. These decisions I made led me to Linux, and then I was like, okay, what about my phone? I have always been. Let me buy the most inexpensive phone that gives me the most value for the longest period of time, and how can I create this environment that meets price versus expectation? As I got older, I started making better informed decisions based on the research that I could visibly understand. That a lot of people, maybe not. Some people literally buy an iPhone based on the fact that other people have an iPhone. They follow this guideline of like, I'm gonna be a sheep, and I got that. All right, never mind. I take that back. That's cringe. But I'm going to do this because other people tell me this is the best option, and that's not always the best option. That kind of sucks, because if you use Apple because you use Apple for its capability and the fact that it's if you use Apple because it aligns with your values and it makes your life easier, and you trust Apple at the core, and you keep your software up to date, and you run as you get as little information ever, and you restrict access to information, and Apple works for you, that's completely fine. I think that's a normal solution to a problem. Nope, that's not it. Heating hub, fuel, stockpile hub. So that's my stock. Extraction disk, housing, food, extraction, industrial. Process materials into preliminary logistics. Okay. Now, if somebody came to me and says like, hey, I have an Android and I want the best solution, right now it's Graphene OS. Graphene OS is the best solution that we have that in terms of, that gives me back control and privacy. And I firmly believe that that is the only good option in its current view. I'm not hating on Lineage OS. I'm not hating on Calyx OS. I think that they just don't add the value, or they don't add the same level of perspective. They don't add the same level of value to me. Like, they don't work for me. And that's what it comes down to. Threat modeling is such an important thing, and I'm glad people are somewhat discussing it now. Like, if you can't threat model your ideal situation, like, if I think people that get into privacy and security, they end up literally thinking that they need NSA level security. Like, they need to rip out their microphones, they need to go off grid, they need to not own a cell phone, they need to run super obscured, fucking outdated hacker Linux distro, or and it's like, it's just it's a crazy level. It's literally a bonkers level. Here, I think we good. Or I can't game. I can't do this. If I do these things, I'm a loser. Like, that, you need to touch grass, my brother, and a lot of it, because
the steward appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
hell yeah. All right, I take it back. This most beautiful game ever. I love it. I think when people don't take an OPSEC as a fundamental level, they really hurt themselves. And again, at some point, I will do a long-term review of Graphene OS, whether there's an interest or not. My interest always comes from, if I can get one viewer, one person, one individual to switch to a password manager, to think about their privacy, to think about their security, to think about their OPSEC, to think about something. That's what's important to me. Even if the generator awakes, a child is born. People gather around the generator tower as awakes with thundering shudder and bestows the heat on us again. This is the heart of the city, our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope of the future. Any future. Steward, there is a couple who says it's their first child. A daughter was born at the exact moment that the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May. They asked you to bless her. You gave us hope back. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, Lily. I think if I get one person, one individual on a better platform, a more secure platform, a more private, registered nursing, a more private platform, constructed housing, lack of shelter. I think if those things happen, I fundamentally have done a net positive. Just like if I have given somebody, let's say, if I got somebody to use a better platform, a more alternative platform, I've done the right. I feel like I've done more impact than I have done bad, and that's always going to be the case with me. It's not about subscriber count. It's not about subscriber count, and it's definitely not about making YouTube a career or streaming a career. Those things aren't as important to me as I want people to wake up and be like, hey, I use Bitwarden. This is my password manager. This is more productive. This has made my life better. hey, I use PeerTube because this is more productive, this is less invasive, and I support an independent software company. Even if it's like, hey, I'm gonna donate $5 to Signal, I'm gonna donate $5 to this better open source platform, this alternative platform. That to me, that's a win. Like, instead of me going out and supporting Adobe and supporting this company and supporting this like with quote unquote free products, I'm actually going out and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna give even if it's $5, I'm gonna go give $5 to insert this company. I'm gonna go deadly cold. Due to the cold, some of our people have frozen to death. Well, quit being a bitch. Cold left around New London, 65 weeks at a current. We need some shelter, baby. I think by me taking a small chunk of money, just even $5, buying a t-shirt, buying a hoodie, donating, buying a sticker pack, just telling people about this kind of stuff is relatively more productive than me sitting there and saying, getting on a keyboard, deaths due to cold. Problems of the city, Stewart. A cold has taken the lives of the city. People were found frozen, not only in the open streets, but in some houses and workplaces alone. Their air is thickened with grief and anger. People, yeah, whatever, fuck them. We gonna rock, baby. Let's see what we can do. I think if I can push people to a better, more secure alternative, instead of relying on Google, instead of relying on XYZ, or instead of using XYZ proprietary software, I've done a net positive. In my opinion, I've done a net positive. I think that is the overall goal. Am I streaming on YouTube? Yeah, because I'm reaching an audience. I'm reaching an audience that is still on YouTube. That's the point. And because I'm reaching an audience on YouTube, I'm literally reaching an audience that I want to push to PeerTube or push to a better alternative platform, aka Graphene OS versus stock Android. If you want to use stock Android, absolutely go for it. I think there is a place for it. I think it's fine. I think it's a choice. Maybe one day. Fuel stock. Can I put that anywhere? I can. Oh, based. Can I put the heating hub? No. If I can, yeah, right there. If I can push people to a better platform, I think that is not only a net positive, but maybe one day I'll do a like just a standard stock Android experience. So like, oh, like how can you make stock Android more secure, more private? And this is going to be like, again, one of those ongoing debates. Construct new housing. Okay, I need more housing. This is going to be one of those. What's better? Is it Android or is it Linux? Is it Mac OS? Is it this? Is it that? Those things are, again, it's going to be insanely subjective, and it's always going to be based on what are your needs. If your needs don't meet, the Linux, then yeah, of course, don't use it. It would be very silly. It'd be very silly. It'd be a very silly. It'd be a very silly platform to put that kind of money into it, because then you're not just money and time, but money and time. You're literally you're kind of accomplishing nothing. You're just like, I just want to use this because. That's not always the most productive way to go. I had a need and a use to run Linux. A need and a use. And that need and use ended up benefiting me. Like, I'm trying to think of like what I haven't ran as what I've not ran on a self-hosted platform at all. housing. I think I made an oopsie. I made an oopsie. Ooh. Oh, here we go. This is a very interesting platform on how they designed this. I kind of like it. I have to think about where I put stuff. I kind of like enjoy it, to be completely honest. It seems like it's easier, but it's not. I have to think about like where I break ice. But while this is extracting, I could be still doing other stuff. Stuff. How much oil? Extreme increase severe cold, severe disease, greatly increased burning up. I got enough coal, right? This tells me, right? Yeah, we're good. We got 116 weeks, man, out of 600. I think that one of the biggest problems in people, like, back to what I was saying, I think one of the biggest problems in people like wanting to go to an alternative platform is like not only what is your need, a lot of disinformation. I don't want to say disinformation, but that's the easiest way to explain. A lot of information that involves people that get their information from online, and then they read it, and then they consume it, and then they're like, this is like, oh god, it fucking hurt. It angers me. And they're like, this is like, I need this level of security. They're like, I agree that a lot of software and places in the cyberspace has done wrong. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, if you look at Superfish, if you look at Non-Phone, if you look up these stories, if you look up Pegasus, you're like, fuck, dude, I should just throw my phone out of my internet. And it's like, well, these were criminals. Not that I agree with it. Well, these were criminals. Well, these are targeted people. Well, if you look at the recent the assassination person, the person that has tried to assassinate the ex-president, Cellbrite, tried to they broke the encryption of the Samsung device. Don't know. I'm unaware of the logistics of it. But Cellbrite fucking broke his encryption in 45 minutes. That's crazy. And again, the guy's dead. Dragon 51 priests praying to this generation, such a relief to have you back. Holy generator. Oh, holy generator. Our light, our heart. Okay. The generator's available. It is the generator is their beloved. If you do these kind of things and you commit very insane crimes, well, no shit. Scraping the barrel. Good work, sir. We have secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still new deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve mining it to use it efficiently, but the city's communities are forcing difference upon to do it. We need to decide whose days we're pursuing. Okay. So they were like Edward Snowden or like the Anon phone. Like, these people were committing crimes, whether you agree with it or not. And however you view it, they committed crimes. So they literally were targeted by the NSA. And the thing is about government, like three-letter agencies, the three-letter agencies, they literally have unlimited money and time. Unlimited money and time.
Wrap up well. The frost is
Damn,
here.
bitch, it is. Oopsie. Look at all these people at the bottom, though. Like, they gotta be straight fooling with fucking, heat. They be straight like, I'm good, I don't care. And the people at the top, they're like, my life sucks. Let's see. We're gonna go and process minerals into prefabs. Send charting expectations to the frost lands and transport in cities. We're gonna go here. No. We're gonna go here. Fuel stockpile. We're gonna be straight bullies. So I can, if you end up committing these crimes, like almost theoretically nothing at some point will stop them. Like that's like their purpose, that's their job. Like they have no limit on their resources, they have no limit on their money. So of course they're gonna look and pay high dollar costs for exploits. And if you do these things, you should just throw your phone out and get off, touch grass. That would be my first assumption, that you should get off the internet, touch grass. First off, don't commit crime. That would be your best option, is to be a crime denier. But it's gonna happen. Whatever. I gotta walk away for 2 minutes. 1 minute. I'm back. One concurrent viewer, woo! And that's like my point that I try to make. Oh man, shit's happening. As the captain's authority weakens, the different groups start pulling the city in their own direction. New London grew overpopulated. Whiteside ruined the expansion attempts, and now coal is finally running out. Without heat, shelter, people will freeze to death. Although cold has risen in concerning levels, people may die or suffer respiration. Tension is high, people are afraid. Prove them wrong, Steward! Why the fuck's my name Steward? What a bitch name, to be honest. Who? Your name is Stu. Let's see. Cores, nothing. I want to see my oil deposits, bro. I think when people see these levels of NSA levels, expand the housing. I expanded the housing district. Oh, did I not? No, I did. What's this blue? Is that the expansion? Did I not expand the housing district? I thought I did it, bro. Ah, fuck, I hate it. What do they even mean by that? What is this person? Neutral, Faithkeepers, Frostlanders. Fuck them all.
Do not keep your frozen departed
So,
indoors.
when they get these
Leave them outside for collection.
NSA level, when they get this NSA level fucking mentality, it's like, my dog, you need to touch grass, figuratively and literally. If you touch grass and you come back to the facility dedicated to coming up with technology, social, okay, whatever. If you do these things, you're literally going to function better. You're gonna function better. I don't know what to tell you, my dog. You're gonna function better, and you're going to be more rational. This is kind of okay, so Superfish was I'm probably gonna fuck this up. Superfish was a pretty I gotta pull up the internet. It was like an advertising company that injected their own root certificate, I believe, into the at the BIOS level of like software. So it was an advertising company developed with various advertising support software products based on visual search engine. The company was a incident. Users that experienced concerns about scans of an SSL encrypted web traffic by Superfish visual search software pre-installed on Lenovo machines. Since, at the very least, in December 2014, this became a major public issue. However, only February 2015. The installation included a universal self-signed digital certificate issued by the certificate authority. The certificate authority allows a man-in-the-middle attack, essentially them being able to see your unencrypted. You think your traffic is encrypted, but it's really not. Introduced ads even on the encrypted page. The digital certificate had the same private keys across laptops. This allowed third parties to eavesdrop, intercept, or modify HTTPS communications without triggering a browser warning. Extracting the private keys or using the self-signed certificate, the communications pretty much without. On February 2015, Microsoft released an update for Windows Defender, which removed Superfish in an article. That is insane. That is almost, even if that is fucking December to February, that is an insane amount of time. That's an insane level of time for them to literally do that on a laptop, and you don't even know. And God else knows what they saw, what you went on, what you did, etc. And this is pretty bad. So and same thing with Intel Management System. This is like something that's like somewhat overlooked and somewhat. I think people overthink. Essential. The state of a single where delegates represent the cities and meet to discuss and enforce laws. I love enforcing laws. Industrial. I think that a big part of people having, again, no trust all comes down to the fact that they're like, well, look at this incident, 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 and it's like, okay, I get what you're saying. You actually have a valid point. And Intel Management Systems, the same thing. Like, you have a valid point. Do you have to worry about it as much? No. Do I advocate for free and open source software and core boot and open source BIOS? Yeah, because that just aligns with my values, and my values are based on these things. But that doesn't mean that everyone's gonna do it, and everyone's gonna like it, and everyone's gonna enjoy it, and everyone's gonna, well, XYZ. So I actually, to pivot to another conversation.
The sanitary situation is dire.
Yellow Ball, which is made by not
discreetly.
It's made by Side Burritos. I recently just signed up from. I wonder if it'll log in. This isn't game related, so hold on.
Steward! Steward!
Stockpile depleted, steward, the stockpile of food. Ah, fuck, man, dude. I'm the worst leader ever. We're gonna get some food in this bitch, bro. Yo, these motherfuckers are not, What? Hold on. have title finished district. The fuck does that mean? Hold on. I need to think. I need aid logistics? Hell! Man, fuck this. Sends 20 heat and 25 material. Okay, that makes sense. Sends charting expeditions to the Frostlands. It transports region. Okay. Oh man, I'm stuck. No? Oh, enough tech resources or something? Construct a new research build. Oh. Unlocks the Atreides each and two research me. Okay. That's interesting. Damn, everyone left. Well, if somebody comes back. Understandable. Oh, wait, somebody did come back. Cool. Well, if somebody comes back. That might be me, no cap. I understand streaming. So this is Yellow Ball. It's a no BS podcasting host. This isn't a sponsorship. This isn't a plug. This isn't paid. This is just me saying, hey, there's a really cool podcast app finally out that this is the most important. Take me to the price. This is the point. $13 a month. Additional shows $3 a month. 2 million monthly downloads per month. Kind of base. But this is whatever. Fuck the 14-day trial. It's not open source, but he's going for the approach for Star 9 Labs. Matt Hill, in his podcast episode, has discussed that it's whatever. Whatever on the open source or not. There's a reason he's not open sourcing it. That's fine. I don't support. No. Privacy, blah, blah, blah. You can pay with, whatever, I'm skipping to the point. You can pay with Monero. You can pay with Monero. It's based. It's cool. It's hip. I want to know why I can't fucking place this research. Research for New York, build a research institute, expand existing house district. It's based, it's cool. You can build a blog, a podcast platform. Finally, a podcasting platform that I can pay with Monero, just directly. I did it. It was based. It was cool. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna release some of my long-term rants on there. What the fuck is this? Progress, meter, equity, reason. And this is what I wanted to do, for quite some time. I want an option where I can finally, if I wanted to do a podcast at any point, it's all based on the idea of me making the decision that I can do it with Monero. It's simple, clear, and transparent pricing. I didn't need an email address. I just needed a username and password. I like that. I've tried some other podcasting apps. They require an email. The proprietary part does bother me, but what you gonna do? He says he might do the Star 9 Labs approach, which is kind of. I mean, you can just go to the website. He explains it. It's his point, and it's his product, and it's his idea. So I like it. Side of Burritos is pretty based. He is a Graphene OS user. He releases some very cool content. And if I could figure out, I fucking lay down this research lab. Oh god, I'm gonna have to internet search it. Fuck, I'm not gonna expand the existing district. Housing district. that means.
It still says 1, bro.
Oh wait, it's not done building yet. And again, like, I think the podcasting space, whatever, it has already a lot of good people in the privacy community standard. And this is me, I'm just an average learner, average learner, average gamer, average.
We are calling.
And I'm just trying to be on the internet and. What do you mean expand it? Fucking existing housing district. Motherfuckers. Maybe this will do. Fuck. I don't know if I've been streaming for 2 hours. Woo! Did I do it? Did I complete the task? I am not a task reader or enjoyer. But I think it's cool to have a podcast alternative. It's relatively inexpensive. It gives a generous amount of downloads and streaming. I think $13 a month is, for what it is. For the fact that hunger has risen to extreme levels, build a food district. I know, bitch. Bro, how is this not expanding the district? What's going on?
Beware of frostbite. Keep your face and ears covered.
Is this it? Will this be the expansion? Will I finally win?
Mom, am I
rather? Because if I win,
The temperatures will soon plummet. Beware.
I just want to know if I'm going to win. See, it's green like it's fucking... Like this is where it's going to go. I got 78 weeks to remain and 500 weeks to go. I'm gonna be fucked. Oh, that's what they mean by expanding the housing district. Fuck, man, I'm a dummy. I've been building all this. I got that brain damage, apparently. Got it. Building the research.
delegates will be joining the next council session.
Frostlanders have organized in a faction. These evolvers prize cold rationality, personal achievements, and adaptation to the frostbite enemies necessary. Adaptation. The whiteout years provide we cannot rely on machines. We must improve until we have the strength to survive anything. Merit. Coddling failure breeds weakens. We must instead reward accomplish. Reason. must order all factions of life with clear minds and cold hearts. Unlock train workers, community action. The evolvers will train workers to drastically improve productivity. Gold relations perk. Treatment assistant. Evolvers will periodically heal sick and injured. These guys are absolute fucking assholes, is what I'm understanding. This is the means of production, my brother. You need to be a complete asshole in order to function in this society. I'm gonna let it ride for a second. These motherfuckers are sick, but they will be okay. I think we should get this. Some asbestos. I love asbestos. I love asbestos. It's beautiful. Oh god, it's red. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't mean good.
These are trying times. Extra sawdust will be distributed to all citizens.
We should aim for coal mines. Let's go. currently. It's crazy. Alright. I feel like I have done enough, ranted enough. I will be back at some point. I have saved the game. I hope everyone has a good night. And good luck, brothers. See y'all in the next one.